Here's a great example of a 24-bar blues, and it's basically Johnny Winter's tune called Memory Pain. This is the first time I've actually encountered a 24-bar blues, and all we're doing is doubling the length of each chord that we're on. So if we're on a C7 chord, which the first chord is C, play all those sections twice as long. So first thing, we have this cool little riff on the top as a pickup. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now here, I said the song, the first chord is C7. Well, I'm playing this version of what could be seen as C minor 7 or C7 sharp 9. Now the interesting thing is if I play the C7 sharp 9, which is also known as the Hendrix chord, that's a lot of information harmonically with overdrive on. Doesn't sound bad, but if I leave out this note on the 4th string, the 3rd of the chord, it really kind of opens things up a little bit, and the bass is pretty much taking care of what the harmony is. So I can vibrato that nicely. Then so C, F sharp to F, my 4 chord. Now this lick right here. And here's a really excellent lick that I can plug in on any F blues. I'm going to grab the F with my thumb. So here, I'm going to bar with the D, G, and the B string with my 1st finger. And I'm going to hammer on the natural 3rd from the flat 3rd. We've seen this before, and we're going to see it quite a bit in the blues. Bring it up a whole step, that bar, and then I'm going to hammer on, still holding this bar, hammer on the C and the F, which is, I have the F, which is the root of the chord, the C, which is the 5, and the E flat, which is the flat 7. So I'm really still getting this F7 chord. That's a great lick, man. So use it all the time. Okay, so then we go back to that C. So we got that lick again. Now the thing that you want to plan out ahead of time when you're playing this tune is it's a 24-bar blues. So you're going to sit on that C a lot longer than you might think. So the fills have to take up enough space. So let that C minor 7 / actually C7 sharp 9 sit. Then I did a fill using C minor pentatonic. Something like that. So basic kind of blues rock lick. I think this is what I kind of played. Bend up from the flat 7 to the root. Right down the scale and bend that flat 3rd. Then watch. So kind of right down the scale. Then I can end on my low C. Then my flat 7 to my root. All right, so then that's filling up that second half of that C, those 2 bars of C. Then I go down to the same F riff again. Then this. So the bass follows this with me. So I have B flat, C, and E flat to F. Then the trill again on that flat 3, natural 3 thing. Again, right? Another C minor pentatonic fill. Now for my 5 chord. Here we've encountered this, well, I know I've taught it in many of my other courses, but it's a G9 with no root. So it looks like we're playing B minor 7 flat 5. But we're not going to play the root. We can imagine our root is right here. Right? Then we're going to bring it down to F9 with no root. And here we're going to actually drop the 5th string. So we've got all right, so this is the same thing. I can imagine my 1st finger would be the open G string. Then that lick again. So I can throw in a C minor pentatonic lick again. And then when I grab that 5, I'm going to do the G7 sharp 9 to really add some nice tension. So I'm going to do the Hendrix chord, G7 sharp 9 up top, then back to the beginning. So once again, it's basically Johnny Winter's Memory Pain, one of my favorite blues tunes. And what's so cool about it's a 24-bar blues. And if you kind of dig this one up on a gig, what's nice is you got all these cool hits and all these interesting parts that you would need to work out with the band, which makes it more interesting than just chugging through a 12-bar blues. And plus, like I said, it's a 24-bar blues. The pitfall of the tune is when you listen to Johnny Winter's version, he's a great guitar player. He's got those fills that really take up all that space and keep the energy. And on the recording of him playing it, he's just going for it. So there's some kind of cool mistakes, but it just sounds awesome. So check out his version, of course.